Anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm back for another video. Sorry I didn't do this one yesterday. I was way too tired. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to do Dead Snow 2 tomorrow. And I'm just going to push Evil Bong to Sunday since I don't really have anything going on Sunday as of right now. So I figure why not just push it to Sunday. I'm going to still probably watch it tonight. Well, tonight I'm going to watch Dead Snow 2. So I can probably do this like early in the day tomorrow. The review. And then I'll probably watch Evil Bong tomorrow still, and then just review it Sunday. But this movie, Dead Snow, is a movie my friend Steeg put me on. And I gotta say, I like it. It's an interest. I love zombies. It combines two things, I like zombies, but also isolated horror. I think that's one of my favorite versions, and I love that it's in the snow. You know, these group of friends are out. Boyfriend Vergard is looking for his girlfriend Sarah, who's killed in the beginning, and I love this movie. I love pretty much. I gotta agree with him that this pretty much is like Evil Dead, but I'd almost even say Evil Dead 1 and 2 mix because it starts off kind of like Evil Dead 1, isolated horror, bit more on the serious side, but towards the end it does go Evil Dead 2 a bit where they go. Obviously, they ramp up the kills but they do add like the comedy element in a little bit and the over top kills and stuff. So, but yeah, I gotta agree. Especially that scene when I think it was Martin and his friend basically charging the zombies. That was a fun sequence. And yeah, it's basically these friends go to an isolated cabin. They're partying, and then the zombies attack, and they got to survive. It's pretty much the film. So, well, they also find, Nazi, coins and stuff, and that they steal, and the zombies want it back. So it's that kind of movie. But, yeah, I gotta say, it's really good. The kills are good. Yeah, it's a little bit low budget, but that's fine. I can get over that. I love... Like I said, they really nail the isolation aspect. It's by themselves, not a lot of... There's one character who they find who tells them about... That basically kind of warn them, you got to get out of the... you got to always have that kind of character that warns them, you got to get out of this area. It's it's almost a Friday the 13th movie with zombies. Because it does feel like a slasher movie. But it doesn't just feel like a straightforward zombie film. So, but yeah, overall, I really love this movie. Kills are good. Characters are they're all right, but I don't need great, amazing characters in a movie like this. You can just kind of get the zombie gore good. I think Herzog was a good zombie villain. They really went out with the kills, man. Especially the final, where fucking Martin gets himself fucked up. Yeah, he impales himself on a tree and his guts are coming out. They don't hold back on the gore, so gotta say, really good film. So probably a 9 out of 10. I'd give this. It's a legit good horror. Yeah, the acting isn't the best, but whatever. It's subtitled, but it's fine. I recommend it. It's only an hour and a half or hour and 20, something like that. It's not a long movie. So, but overall, like I said, 9 out of 10 movie. So tomorrow I'm going to be reviewing the sequel. And next week, we're going to be starting the Christmas reviews. Wanted to do it this week, but I figure why not knock these movies out. And I guess these are kind of it does open with a Christmas kind of song. So yeah. But let's get to it. So movie starts, we see Sarah get killed by a zombie. I love that. I love openings like that where it just kind of you just see what's up, what's coming. And like I said, I think they nailed it with like the cinematography for like like a lower budget film. They nailed it with some of the cinematography, especially this opening. Like they set the atmosphere perfectly. Like I miss this kind of filmmaking where yeah, it may not look the best, but you're still trying to tell a great story. So, Vergard and his group of friends are traveling to his cabin to party overnight, but also look for his girlfriend Sarah, who's missing. Well, originally she's supposed to meet him there, but then they get there. She's missing, but they're like they're partying and all that. This is where they meet a stranger who tells them about Herzog and his group of Nazis, how they took over this town and basically tortured the people there. People basically rose up and pushed them to the snow, seemingly killing them all, but we find out that they were basically frozen until they died and then they became zombies. And I gotta say, for like, even though the budget isn't the best, you could tell they at least try to put the budget into the zombie outfits, because the zombie outfits look good. It doesn't just look like some cheap costume; they actually look legit good. Like they actually, especially in Herzog specifically, like they really try to give him a little bit of a design. Um, so they all separate. You have those classic horror moments. Couple hooks up, and they end up finding these coins that are basically Nazi coins, German coins. They all try to take them. Zombies rise up, start basically killing everybody. And yeah, man, when they attack the cabin the first time and they grab him, I think it was the one dude's eyes, and he like basically split his head open. That was like, holy shit. Like they didn't hold back, but I do love it. Like it gets realistic, but it's not too. And then you have like Vergard, I think is his name, searching for his girlfriend, and this is where he gets attacked. So he almost is like separated from the group. So he's almost like has his own little story going. Basically, they have to. I mean, the movie is pretty much very basically simple. They have to survive the zombies. The zombies attack the house. They have to get out of the house. They end up getting separated. The girls going separate, and one of the girls basically dies, and the other one sacrifices herself basically by blowing herself up along with a bunch of other zombies. Though the scene after Vergard kills one of the zombies, putting the fucking gun on the snowmobile was fucking badass. That's where I'm like, okay, this movie's fucking going somewhere. And I know I'm going through it quick, but it's one of those movies where I don't really. I'm not gonna say there is a plot. It's just movies like this where people just die. You kind of have to just kind of. It's hard. It's hard to go into uber detail on that because it's like it's very much it's simple. They have to try to survive the zombies. That's kind of it. There's not a lot really else. No other real characters. This is where we see Herzog. Though I do love that the zombies come out of the snow, like from the ground. That's creepy. Like they genuinely did a good job with the zombies. Like you could tell that at least a lot of the budget went to the zombies. And the setting too, but definitely the zombies. And the scene where Martin and his friend basically have a stand out with the zombies is fucking amazing. Very much that this is the scene where it did remind me of Evil Dead like 2. A little bit of Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which that's gonna be another movie at some point I will review. Granted, it probably should be like a Halloween movie, but I might do it before Halloween, like October. Like I might do that one maybe even next month. I don't really got a lot going on in January, so I might do it next month. We'll see. But yeah, I love how they just take out all the zombies. The soundtrack's also really good. A lot of very much like heavy metal. I don't know if it's Norwegian heavy metal, but whatever it is, it works. Unfortunately, I think it was not Martin, the other one who ends up. He accidentally kills Hannah, who's one of the members of the group, and then he chops his hand. Although this moment, but no, he has to chop his arm off because he gets bitten, and so to stop this basically from spreading, I'll admit, this was metal as fuck. Like, he lights like a fire and then basically singes the wound. Cauterizes, that's the word I'm thinking, not singes. Cauterizes the wound. Pretty metal. But then they're running from zombies. He ends up getting impaled on a tree. And you see, like, his guts. Like, this movie is violent, man. Like, yeah, like, I would probably say the gore doesn't look great visually. Like, you can tell it's, like fake, but I've always said this: if a movie is really good story wise and just everything else, I can overlook bad CGI or bad even practical effects. Like at the end of the day, also I gotta give it to them. You could tell, okay, maybe some of the budget didn't go to that, but I think it still made sense. They put the budget into zombies. The zombies looked good. They all looked good. Like they didn't just look fake. They actually tried with the costumes, especially Herzog. Herzog's costume. So Martin tries to return the box of coins, seeming because I think he at that moment realized they want the coins back. So he tries to return it back and then run to his car. You have the ending where he thinks he got away, but unfortunately, one of the coin falls out, so he didn't return all of it. And Herzog's like right there, punches the window, movie ends. Steve told me though that the second one basically pulls a Halloween 2 and starts right after, so can't wait to get into that. But I love Dead Snow. This is a fun film, very simple, love the gore. Okay, characters, I don't need to care about the characters to that kind of point. They're decent enough to follow. They're all right. The subtitles don't get in the way, and sometimes subtitles are better. Because I was talking about this yesterday, like when I was watching it. I'm like, It Man is a perfect case where a dub sucks. I think that's like like a movie where I'm like, watch the subtitles. The dubbed version just sounds. Sometimes dubbed versions just can sound so bad. Like obviously the classic, they're out of. It's out of sync. Like the words are out of sync with the fucking dialogue. With the dubbing. That's why dubbing in general just sometimes I'm not gonna say all the time. There is some dubbing that's good. I'm not even talking like even with with anime, but even just with movies in general. There's just dubbing sometimes where it's just out of sync, or the voice act or the actor they got to do the dubbing voice just is terrible. And also sometimes I'm like, I don't buy that guy would sound like that. There's that element too. So sometimes it's just better to watch subtitles. I know people are like, oh, so it's not hard to look down and up really quick. I can look down on the TV where screen where the subtitles are and then look up really quick. It's not hard. Because sometimes, like I said, dubbing can just be shit. There's good dubbing. Like Alice in Borderland, his dubbing is good. That's good dubbing. But man, there's just some dubbing, even modern dubbing, where it just like It Man was from like 2008, I think. That's not an old movie. 2008 or 10. It was one of those. And the dubbing in that was so fucking bad. It was distracting, like being bad. That's why sometimes, yeah, it's just better to watch the subtitles. So I'm hoping, though I've been told that the second one is in English, so I'm interested to see if they did it in English or if they dubbed it. And if the dubbing's good, I'll admit it. But if it's bad, I will say it too. But yeah, Dead Snow's a good one. It's a solid horror flick, very much in the skin of Evil Dead. I would say, let me say it again, Evil Dead 1 and 2, especially towards the end. The zombies were creepy. They nailed the atmosphere and the isolated horror. They nailed like all of that. Yeah. So good film. I definitely recommend it. It's only an hour and a half. If you like zombie movies, you'll like this one. So anyway, guys, tomorrow, Dead Snow 2. So I'm interested to see where the second one goes. So we'll see. Like I said, Saturday, Screen Rant is Gay Part 14. And then Sunday will be Evil Bomb. So, and then next Monday, tomorrow, either tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to put together my 2008 list for next Monday. So, but anyway. to y'all later. Peace.